Hello, everyone. Welcome to my spectacular October classes. Well, trying to get this set as usual. I can't look at it till it's turned on completely. This is Creativity Creature of the Night yoga class. I hope you enjoy it. I used a lot of creativity with my renaming of the poses. I'm trying to fit it into a Halloween theme. And I hope that you enjoy my creativity and I hope that you explore some of your creativity this week. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to set my timer here so I can make sure that I am staying on time as I like to try to do. Have to turn. Thought I had everything set to go, and I guess not. We're just going to have to go with it. I need it the other way. It's not cooperating. Always creature of the night. It's doing things to my yoga. Okay, we're going to start by standing up in our tombstone pose. If you watched me last week, you know what that one is. Mountain pose or Tadasana. And we're going to start with our warm-ups. It's always important to do warm-ups before you begin any kind of exercise. Even yoga, swimming, running, whatever you're doing, weights, always do warm-ups. So let's start with our, let's see, what was I going to do first? We're going to start with our spider fingers. We did that one last week also. The warm-ups are going to be the same. And spider fingers and toes. And so here we go. Make your fingers very wide. Spread your toes wide. Really lift them up off the mat. Spread, 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 and clench. Now I'm squeezing my toes down into the mat. Squeeze, 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 and spread. We'll do 5 of these. Spread them, spread them, spread them. Squeeze. I'm really trying to work on that little toe of mine. And spread, because since I broke it, it doesn't spread as far as the other one. And squeeze, I think that was 3. Spread and squeeze. I'm really grinding my toes into the mat, really making a big fist. Kapow, kapow, and open. Last one, spread them, kind of wiggle them, wiggle your toes, and relax. Shake it out. Shake it out. And then we're going to take our fingers and we're going to use the index finger or the pointer finger to press into the thumbnail. I'll come up here a little closer so you can see pressing it. We're going to do this on each finger, but we're going to start with the thumb first. Really pressing. And if you had a spitball, you could flick it at me. Now we're going to take the thumb and press into each fingernail on the fingers. So press, 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 and release. Middle finger. Pressing it, really pressing it, and release. Index finger. Press or ring finger. Press, 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 release. And little finger, that one's hard. I really feel that working these muscles up in here and my hand, and release. This is going to give arthritis. You may not want to press as hard if you're just beginning, but just maybe even just lightly press. It will really help with arthritic fingers. So anyway, shake those out. And now we're going to start with our spider web spinning. So let's start gathering. We're making a spider web. We're spinning that thin thread of whatever that's called. I don't know. It's like silk or something. I'm spreading, attaching it, stretching. The point of this is to stretch, 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 and spread that spider web to get our little bugs. And now I'm going to reverse and go back the other way. Stretch, stretch, stretch. That actually feels really good. I've been sitting for a little bit. Oh, stretch, 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 and bring it up the middle. Woo. And bring it out to the side. Look at our beautiful spider web. I made a perfect one. As usual, the spiders always do. And stretch. Inhale. And exhale. We're just watching that beautiful spider web that we made, our perfect spider web. And it's just kind of blowing in the wind, a gentle breeze, just waiting for a bug to come by and get captured. And then we can gobble it up. Nom, 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 nom. I don't really want to eat bugs, but spiders do. So we were a spider just then, so we ate a bug. And our next one is, we're going to do our zombie neck and shoulders. It's just neck rolls and shoulder rolls, but I want to put a little creativity, spin, twist into my spectacular October classes. So let's take our chin and just gently look down, point it downwards, not on the neck or the chest, but just going towards there. We're just going to roll it to the right and roll it to the left. Let's do 5 on each side. While you're standing here, don't forget to pull in that stomach muscle. That's very important. Really stretching to the right and holding it for just a second. Coming back through center. Rolling to the left. Pulling in my Uddiyana Bandha, my stomach muscle. Squeezing my toes down, release to the center. Number 3 to the right. It feels good. Center, left. Center, right. Last one. Really do a nice little stretch. And center, left. Yeah. And bring that to stillness. I'm just going to gently roll our neck around. Don't look back too far. I'll stand sideways and you'll see it's just barely coming up. My gaze is going to where the ceiling and the wall meet. No further. Because I want to protect that 7th cervical, the cervicals on my neck, and then reverse that. Just a gentle rolling, pulling in the stomach. I hear a lot of crunchies in my neck. But the way it sounds, I wonder if there's any bones that are in one piece still. It's pretty crunchy. Last roll around. And zombie shoulder rolls up and back. You know how they come at you. So we're going to roll. You can get the whole arm in if you want. I just like to do it this way. Whew. Oh, it feels so nice, And roll them both together. We did one at a time. Now we're doing both. Really crunch them up high so you have no neck and drop it. Crunch up high, you're a no neck and long neck. It's really good if you do the when you thrust your shoulders or your hands down towards the floor. So up, inhale, and exhale. One more time. Inhale Just doing that makes me feel better already. Our next one are, jack-o'-lantern smiles and frowns. So, big jack-o'-lantern smile. You can do a creepy smile, kind of bug your eyes out, and then do a frowny smile, frown, bug eyes, frown, smile. I'm going to scratch my eyes up on this one. Scratch, eyes shut, and frown, eyes open wide. One more, smile, and frown. And then you can do a crazy face. Really exercising those cheek muscles. One more. I'm going side to side with my, I don't know if you can see. I don't know if I want you to see. There we go. Monster mouth. And we're going to do owl eyes. So we're going to open our eyes really wide. I think I'll come up here and sit because you want to watch a little closer. So owl eyes is going to be very wide open. Ooh, big eyes. And we're going to look up at 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, midnight. And we're going to reverse that. Midnight, 9 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 12 o'clock. And then just close your eyes. Gently do a little massage on your eye sockets. We want to keep our eye muscles strong too. Nobody really thinks about exercising their eyes, but I think it's important. Oh, it felt good. We're going to come back and do our airplane arms. Does anyone remember what I called them last week? Let's see. Bat arms. See my little bat. We're going to do bat arms or bat wings. I guess you should call it bat wings. We're doing bat wings. So we're going to just first rotate them forward. Let's try to do about 20 forward. 4, 5 little circles. 7, 8, 9. Hold in your tummies. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Going slow. 17, 18, 19, 20, and reverse that slow. 1, 2, don't forget your posture. 3, working on posture this class. I think that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See the posture? 12, 13, hold on the tummies. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Keep them up there. You should start feeling it now. And remember, if at any time, maybe you're a beginner and maybe you haven't exercised or you're recovering from an injury, if you need to let your arms come down to your side, let them come down and then resume. Now we're going to do big circles. 1, a little faster. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Your arms should be pretty tired, but now we're going to do scarecrow arms. I'm going to have to turn on the fan, I think. I'm doing my scarecrow arms, though. And I wanted to see. I'm working up a sweat. Still got my scarecrow arms going. I'm really working those arms. And then bring them up to goalpost. We're going to tip to the left and to the right. To the left, my arms are really filling it. To the right. If you haven't brought them down and you need to, go ahead. If you want to challenge yourself, keep going. And bring the arms straight out and slowly, slowly, slowly come down. Whoo! That was quite a workout. Okay. At least we didn't have heavy weights in our arms, right? But that was a good workout. Isometrics. And so we've done owl eyes. Oh, we're going to do our tiptoe walks because we are creeping into a haunted mansion. So left foot, very quiet. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we can't see over the ledge, so let's stand on our tiptoes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and hold it. We saw something. What did we see? A jackal. Oh, there's a lot of creatures out there in the woods tonight. And come down. I hope you made it on your tiptoe trail. And let's just shake our feet out. We're going to warm up the ankles a little bit by taking our right foot and bringing it up to the big toe, rolling it around the edge of the whole foot on the outside. We'll do 3 in each direction. 2 and 3 and reverse. 1, 2, 3. Other side. 1, 2, 3. Reverse. 1, 2, 3. Holding your tummies. I just found myself letting go. I hope you brought your chair to the mat today or tonight or whenever you're doing it. I'm doing it in the afternoon. I wish it was dark and it would be creepier, but then you couldn't see me anyway, so I have to have all the lights on. So it's best for me to film when it's light out because the quality, I think, is better that way. So let's bring our right leg up. We're going to do pendulum swings or pendant. What pendulum? And reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And pendulum swings again. Back and forth. Just oiling that knee joint. Remember, motion is lotion in the joints anytime you move them. And bring that right foot down. Lift up the left foot. And circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And swing it, girls and men. Swing it. Swing it. Swing it. We can be on that creaky swing. And bring that to stillness. Sometimes my knees sound that way to me, I think, on the inside. And that is, we got one more warm up. And that is our washing machine twist, or I've been calling it the monster mash. We did mash. When we're doing the mash, make sure that when you swing to the right, your left toe is coming up a little bit off of the mat. Protect your knees. Swing to the left, the right toe comes up, or the right heel comes up to the right toe. There we go. So the right toe comes up, but it's the heel. And it comes up onto your toe. And let's really mash it. You can increase the intensity. Let your hands gently slap your back, which should hit you right around the kidney adrenal area. So don't go too hard, and do a little adrenal kidney stimulation. That's really important. Those two organs in your body, they do a lot more than you think about. Oh yeah, feels good. And then we're going to start bringing the mash to a standstill because it's approaching midnight and the parties. Oh, there we go. Bring it to complete stillness. Let's take 2 deep breaths, or we're going to do 3 deep breaths because we're going to do a crescent moon pose at the top of our breath. You can watch me for the first time. Inhale. Exhale, arms up as our hands come together. And I'm slightly bending backward. My head is tilted back just a little so that my gaze is at the ceiling and where the wall meets. This is a small back bend. Very good for the spine. It helps to lengthen and strengthen and stretch the spine. Usually we're bending forward, so you need to do a few back bends throughout the day. This is a very gentle one. We're just holding it. I'm guessing trying to hold it 30 seconds, but I can't see my clock. And exhale. Bring that down. Okay, everybody got that one? It's a very gentle yoga move, and it's called crescent pose because we're kind of like a crescent moon, tipping back. Inhale, bend your knees generously, and exhale as you bend back. We have my friendly werewolf roaming around here. He wants to get in on the yoga for Halloween, I guess. And we're just going to hold this for 30 seconds. I think we're halfway there. I did look at the clock. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On your next exhale, release the arms down. When you do this, you might feel a little tightness in your low back, especially if you've been sitting and bending over, doing work that way, or I don't know, maybe you're a dentist or a hairdresser. You really need to do this pose frequently throughout the day. I'm going to inhale, bend the knees generously, arms up, and exhale as we release and go into our gaze at the moon. Holding it for 30 seconds, really pulling in that tummy, tightening up your glutes, your leg muscles. We're strengthening. Anytime that you're in a pose and you start to tighten your muscles, you're building strength and warmth into that area of your body. Really got my glutes tightened here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale down, release that, shake your legs out. We're going to go into our disappearing chair. What is it? What? You're going to go into disappearing chair, and while y'all are in your disappearing chair, I think I'm going to have to let my werewolf out. We're going to inhale, arms up, exhale as we try to sit down in our beautiful chair, and all of a sudden it's disappeared. So stay there 30 seconds. Watching the clock. Come here. I guess that he just wanted to be petted. Well, I cheated. I missed 15 seconds of my chair. Yeah, I see you. I don't know what you wanted. He's deaf and pretty much blind. He doesn't see very well. He had a birthday in August. He was 14. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come up. So I can't talk to him because and say, "Do you want to go outside?" And then he would go run over there. Inhale, arms up. Exhale into your disappearing chair. And this time we're going to bring the right foot forward and stand on the left. This is great for balance. Oh, you're interfering with me. We're going to only hold these 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale up. Inhale. Up, arms up. Exhale down into your disappearing chair. Raising the left foot up. 15 seconds. That's all I'm asking. That actually adjusted my back. Uh-oh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale up. Exhale, arms down. I'm not sure what's up with him. He's been fed. He's been outside. He's unsettled. After disappearing chair, we're going to do warrior 1, or I'm calling it phantom pose, because a lot of warriors unfortunately become phantoms. So for phantom 1, we're going to inhale, arms up, exhale the right leg back, inhale, exhale the arms down as your left knee comes over your left ankle into warrior 1. We're going to hold this pose for 30 seconds. And this is a great leg strengthener, balance. It helps to free the mind of stress. You should have a nice, very strong pose because we are warriors or phantoms. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale the legs straight. Exhale the right foot to meet the left. Inhale the arms up as you bend the knees. Exhale the left foot back. The left foot is back and my foot is at about a 45-degree angle. Inhale. Exhale the right knee over the right ankle. Bring your arms out front like you're ready to go into battle. Really strengthening those legs. Nice and strong legs. I really feel it in my thigh muscle up here. Pulling your tummies. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Straighten the right leg. Exhale as you bring the left leg to meet the right. And you can shake it out. We're going to a warrior 3. So you might want to have your chair handy. Just for a little balance. Warrior 3 is, we're really working on strengthening our legs in this class. And balance. There's a lot of balance poses. So let's go into our phantom 3. We're going to inhale. Arms up. Exhale. I'm going to start with my left foot back. Inhale. Exhale into warrior 3. I'm bringing the left foot up. I have my one arm outstretched because I'm using the chair to help me balance. I'm going to put my other arm out. I'm going to try to hold this for, well, we'll try for 30 seconds. We're already halfway there. Keep your chair handy. I don't want anyone to fall. Pull in the stomach. This is a great glute exercise. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale up. Oh yeah, I felt that right in that glute. I'm going to put my chair on this side for balance. Balance help. Bend your knees and inhale up. Arms up as you exhale. Right foot back and hands forward into warrior 3. If you need to touch your toe and keep it down for that because maybe your leg isn't quite strong enough or you don't feel balanced enough, that's another option. We're halfway there. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Slowly bring the feet together. This is also a great ankle strengthening exercise. And now we're going to do our howl at the moon pose. And it is, I'll go back to the other side. So moon pose is, I better stand this way. I'm going to do the left side first. So moon pose is getting into a warrior 3 or phantom 3 that we just did. I'm going to show you one first and then we'll do it together. So you will inhale, bend your knees. Exhale as you lift the left leg off of the mat into your warrior 3. And then you slowly turn. You know what? We need a block. I'm glad I did an example. I hope you have your block handy or something that you can use because I'm going to have to use a block. So inhale, exhale, warrior 3, and then turning your body sideways into, it's called half moon pose. I'm calling it howling at the moon. And we're just going to try to do this for 10 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. That one is hard. Now we'll go to the other side. Inhale, arms up, exhale, as you slowly go into warrior 3. When you get into warrior 3, you can put your hand on your block. I've got to get my chair on this side. I knew that was going to happen. I was trying to keep it over here. So here I am in warrior 3, turning into half moon pose or howling at the moon. I'll try for 10 seconds. I'm trying to stabilize. This is my bad leg. I better just keep my hand on the chair. Oh. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. I almost did it 5 seconds. Inhale and come up. There's no shame if you cannot stay up there. I've never been able to really do that pose very well. And I'm trying it more now because I'm trying to regain my balance from breaking my foot. So that felt really good. It actually felt like it adjusted my spine and back. Are you going to howl at the moon with me? Huh? I don't know what you're wanting. And of course, no one's here to help me out with my wayward werewolf. We're going to do a skull squat. We're doing skull squats, skull squats. So have your feet wider than your hips at about a 45-degree angle out. Move out of the way. Inhale. And exhale as you come down, squatting. Try to keep your knees over your ankles. I have to bring my feet in just a little bit. I have them too wide out. And you're going to squat down into a squat. I have my elbows pressing into my inner thigh just below my knee. Don't press on your knee. We're going to try to hold this for a whole minute. This pose is one that is excellent for your digestion. It's a great inner thigh stretch. It's good for your spine because you should be sitting or squatting so that you have a nice straight spine. Don't hunch over, in other words. When I finish, I will turn sideways and show you how it looks sideways. I'm challenging myself to do a whole minute here. We're more than halfway there. If you need to come out of it, just come back and you can lay down on the mat because we're going to go down to the mat after this into a restorative rest pose. It's also a great pelvic floor exercise. If you pull on your pelvic floor, pull up. And 3, 2, 1. Congratulations if you made it all the way to a minute. I'm going to take my hands, place them on the mat in front of me, lean forward, go down to one knee and the other, and then I'm going to roll back into restorative rest pose. So just lay here in restorative rest pose for a moment or two. You should feel very nice. I like to do all the standings at the beginning because I really like yoga on the mat the best. I don't like to stand up. I stand up all day long mostly. So when I do yoga, I like to be on the mat, but I like to do stand-up poses too because they're good for balance and strengthening. And it gets a nice variety that way. So half on the mat, half standing. We're going to start with our thunderstorm wipers because it's a bad thunderstorm out here in this October Halloween night. So we're going to let the wipers fall to the right and our head swings to the left. Your arms are at a T. Do not bring your shoulders off the mat and swing to the left. And go ahead and continue doing that till you've done 10 on each side. Sorry about that. This is one of my favorite poses. If you finished 10 on each side, go ahead and bring that to stillness. With an old dog, you can't I think he did want to go out, but he didn't know that I'd gone over there by the door earlier, I think, because he doesn't see well. I should have got a hold of his collar. So now we're going to go into a round. I'm calling this a round of Salem's Lot. We're going to work on our SI joint and low back. So let's bring both knees up. Press your back into the mat. Really press the low back down. And grab behind your knees and pull. Inhale and exhale, pulling the knees towards your torso. This feels really good to the low back. It's a nice, gentle stretch. As you inhale and exhale, the thighs should raise up and then go back down into the abdominal cavity for a nice, gentle massage. Inhale, exhale. Remember when you exhale to really pull those knees in towards your chest and abdominal cavity. Inhale. Let the knees come up. Exhale. Pull in. Inhale. Exhale. Feels nice. Now we're just going to roll the low back gently back and forth. Or just let the door open. I'll probably get a bunch of flies in. That's what happens. I can't keep getting interrupted. And then bring that to stillness. Place the left foot on the mat. Take your right hand and place it on your right thigh. And I have my knee and foot at a 90-degree angle. We're going to push the right leg into the right hand, but don't let it go anywhere. This is a great SI joint adjustment. And it is really good for the low back. I'm strengthening all of those muscles around that SI joint and the low back. I'm just holding it here for about 10 seconds and then release that. Ooh, that felt good. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, exhale, and push, push, push. We're working on that whole Salem's Lot, the whole back end of us. See what we got buried back there. I got a SI joint that is cranky. And release. Woo. Inhale, exhale, and push. And hold in those abs while you're doing this. Everything else is relaxed. And release. Place the right foot on the mat. Inhale the left leg up. Left hand on the left thigh. Inhale. Exhale and push. And release. Inhale. Exhale, push. Really push. Really put some oomph, some power behind that. And release. Inhale and exhale. Push one more time. Really give it your all. Push, 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 and release. And you might have felt that SI joint adjust, and maybe you didn't. Maybe it doesn't need it, and that's wonderful. And we're going to do, let's see what time it is. I have several that I like to do, but we may do one more, but I want to get to some of the other ones too. I want to make sure I have time. Let's do one more. So we're going to inhale the right leg up at a 90-degree angle. And this time the knee is going to like come across the body. Your left hand is placed on the right thigh, kind of between the front and the inner thigh on that rounded part. And you're going to push your knee like you're trying to get it to come down to the mat. But of course, you're not going to push it anywhere. You're just using isometric exercises for SI joint pain and release. And bring up the left leg. We'll just do these once because of our time. Right hand goes on the left thigh, and I'm pushing at an angle like it's coming across my body towards the mat on the right side, and release. Oh, that felt good. I need to put my glasses on to read the rest of this, what I'm doing. Oh, we're going to do our zombie stretching, recline stretching. That's always a good one. I like doing that one. And it's just really opposite hand, opposite foot. If we were on our stomachs, we would call it bird dog, or this time of the month, we would call it werewolf pose. But when you're laying on your back, it's opposite arm, opposite leg stretch. So I'm going to stretch my left leg towards the wall of my feet and my right arm towards the wall of my head. Really stretch it. Hold it for a few seconds and release. Whew. I'm going to stretch my right foot towards the wall and my left hand towards the wall where my head is pointed. Stretch, 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 and release. And do one more time on each side. Left foot, right arm. This one is great for aligning the spine and release, plus giving a whole body stretch. Left hand, right foot, stretch, inward zombie stretch, and release. We're going to roll over onto our tummies. Ah, there's a fly. I knew they'd come in. But he's just uneasy. I think he wants to be fed, but it's not time yet. He gets kind of cranky when he doesn't get his way. We're going to do a crocodile pose, each hand. So remember what hand you put on. Well, let's just all start with the right hand down first. Left hand is going to go on top of the right hand. My arms are at a nice T. My forehead is going to come down and rest on my left hand. And just lay here for about 30 seconds. And inhale, raise the head up, switch to the right hand on top of the left, and exhale your forehead back down on top of the hands. This pose is a great one for quieting the mind, a racing mind, a mind full of what ifs. Just bring it down and let it relax. It's also good for the abdominal cavity organs. Kind of massages all of those as you're laying on your tummy. Especially when you inhale, and you feel that abdominal cavity rise up. You're given a gentle massage. On your next inhale, release your hands and bring them to the back. We're going to go into our locust pose. So I like to put your hands can be out to the side, or you can bring them to your low back. We're going to inhale and press our hands and our arms up, our arms and legs up in the air into locust pose. If you want to do moving locust, you can pulse your feet towards each other and your hands towards each other. I'm just going to do stationary locust. And as we exhale, we're going to lower the legs and bring the arms back around front. Place your hands even with your breastbone. Curl your toes under. We're going to come up into plank. I'm going to hold this. I call this skeleton pose because it's a good display of the skeletal muscle, skeletal bones. If we were on a hanging rack, had our arms out, and lower your knees and exhale down. Congratulations, you did plank. We're doing some hard exercises on our creativity creature of the night class. Now we're going to roll back over onto our back into another reclined crescent pose, because we did do a few back bends, and reclined crescent pose is a really good one to do after you do any kind of back bend. So let's bring our feet on the mat, knees are pointing to the ceiling. Lift your hips up just a couple inches over to the right side. Not too far. Straighten the legs back out. And then we're going to bring the legs to the left leg to the left, the right leg follows. And if you can cross the right ankle over the left ankle. And I'm going to move my torso to the left, bring my arms overhead into a reclined crescent pose. This pose is excellent for adjusting the whole spine. It's always recommended for low back problems. It feels really good. When my husband hurt his low back, I had him doing these, and it gave him so much relief. And we're going to hold it for 30 seconds. I think we're halfway there. Just relax into the pose and breathe into it. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to uncross the feet. It's important how we come out. Move the feet back to center. Move the torso back to center. Bring your feet to the mat, knees raised up, and return the whole body to the center. Lay your legs out straight, arms overhead, and do a nice full body stretch, stretching all 4 limbs, opposite directions. Relax your arms, bring your feet back to the mat, knees pointed up. Lift the hips up, move them to the left about 1 to 2 inches. Straighten the legs. Move the right leg to the right. Left leg follows. If you can, hook your left foot on top of your right and move your torso to the right, arms overhead into a nice crescent pose, or probably mostly known as banana asana. But the real name is reclined crescent pose. And I can't tell you the Sanskrit name right now. And if you want to just relax into this pose, it's going to be 30 seconds just to let all of those muscles kind of relax, loosen the low back. Feels so good. Your hips should be on the mat. You don't have to go very far into your press-up pose. Main thing is just redirecting the stretch of the back bend, letting the spine come back to center. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Uncross your legs. Bring those to center. Bring your torso to center. Place your feet on the mat, knees to the ceiling, and return your hips to center. And do another nice, long, full body stretch. Oh, it feels so good. And relax and go into your Shavasana. I'm going to get my bolster. And start getting things ready for Shavasana. And I'm going to lead you through a 4-count breath, breathing exercise. I always like to do that. If you can remember to do this once or twice on the day, you would not believe how much better that you feel. It's a very short mindfulness session. It takes about 2 minutes. And it's a good pause, especially if you're in a stressful situation. You don't have to lay down. You could sit at your desk. Just close your eyes or not close your eyes. And how we do this, I think I'm all set up for Shavasana here. I'm going to have to get my clock. And I will talk you through the breathing exercise, and then it will just be silent for about 10 or 12 minutes. We'll see. I like to cover up too. I've got the fan going and the door's open now. It's getting kind of cool. So how this breathing exercise goes is you will breathe in through the nose to the count of 4, hold it for 2, and then breathe out the mouth to the count of 4, hold it for 2, and we'll do 4 rounds of that, and that takes about 2 minutes. Here we go. Inhale nose, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2. Exhale mouth, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2. Inhale nose, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2. Exhale mouth, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2. Inhale nose, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2. Exhale mouth, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2. Inhale nose, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2. Exhale mouth, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2. And then just breathe normally. In your corpse pose or Shavasana. You might want to roll over onto your right side and take a moment to lay there, maybe in the fetal position with your left arm under your head, your right arm in front of you, and bend your knees up towards your chest. And then when you're feeling ready, take your right arm and press it into the mat, slowly raising your head up last. Or you can stay there in your Shavasana. Unfortunately, I have to get up to end the class. I want to thank everyone for coming to my creativity creature of the night class. I hope that you found it creative and fun. I like to have the classes. I like for you to do the poses and get something out of it, but also to have fun. Because when you have fun, when you're exercising, it's a lot easier. So creativity. Life is a creative process with many possibilities. Move beyond any preconceived thoughts, feelings, and beliefs and engage with your unique expression now. I tried to do that today. When I first drew that card out of my pack of little cards that I draw, I'm like, that doesn't sound very Halloween-y, but I guess if you're creative enough, you can make anything be something you want it to be. Then I found this quote, which I thought was pretty good. And it is by Rich Freeman. And it says, creativity requires the courage to let go of certainties. And that's so true. So I, again, apologize for my old werewolf doggy getting all anxious for some reason. I don't know what's going on. I think he wants to walk too. And allowing me grace to go and take care of him as I need to. Because when you're old, if he needs to go outside and he doesn't, he may just go in the house, and I don't want that to happen. So let's rub our hands together, bringing warmth, joy, creativity into our presence, pressing that into our heart center, and bowing our heads. I honor the light in you and ask that you honor the light in others as you go throughout the rest of your day or week. Namaste. And again, thank you for coming and joining me. I appreciate any comments, positive, of course. Thank you so much. Have a great and spooktacular day.